She felt their eyes burn into her back with every step. The limp was small, almost invisible to outsiders, but not here. Not among soldiers whose bodies were honed like blades. Each stumble, each uneven stride, earned whispers, smirks, even laughter. To them, she was the weak link, the one who would drag them down. And yet, they had no idea what fire still lived inside her. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The sun was relentless, a furnace pressing against their helmets as the squad ran across the dirt field. Dust rose like ghosts at their heels, coating their throats. She pushed on, her leg aching, her heart pounding in defiance of the voices that told her she didn't belong. The instructor barked orders, his voice like thunder rolling over the weak. She wanted nothing more than to disappear into the earth, to escape the humiliation. But somewhere deeper, a voice whispered, "You're stronger than this. Prove it!" Every stride was a battle. Her lungs clawed for air. Her legs screamed in protest. And yet, she noticed something. While they mocked, while they jeered, they underestimated her. That was their mistake. The squad surged ahead, their boots pounding in rhythm, a tide of muscle and pride. She trailed behind, the gap between her and them growing wide enough to feel like a canyon. "Dead weight," someone muttered under their breath. The words sliced sharper than any blade. For a moment, she almost believed them. Almost. But pain has a strange way of becoming fuel. Step by step, she leaned into the ache, forcing her body to remember why it was here. She thought of the long nights when doctors told her the limp would never go away, when friends told her to give up on her dreams. She thought of every voice that told her no, and suddenly the rhythm of her steps changed. The limp was still there, but she found a way to make it part of her stride. Uneven, but unbroken. Awkward, but unstoppable. And with every yard, she closed the distance. The squad didn't notice, at first. They were too busy competing with each other, jostling for dominance, sprinting to impress the instructor. But then someone glanced back. Their smirk vanished, because she was gaining. Fast. Her breaths came ragged, but her eyes burned with something terrifyingly steady. One soldier fell back, exhausted. Then another stumbled. She pushed past them, her limp cutting through the dust like a scar through stone. The murmurs started, low at first, then louder. Disbelief spread across the ranks as one by one she overtook them. Now it was the squad, trailing her. The whispers turned to silence, and the silence turned to awe. Even the instructor, known for his iron mask, narrowed his eyes, trying to hide his surprise. But this wasn't just a race. This was a war inside her chest. A war between pain and pride, between doubt and defiance. And with each pounding heartbeat, she chose defiance. By the final stretch, the air shimmered with heat. Sweat poured down her face, mixing with dust until it looked like battle paint. Her limp hadn't vanished, but it no longer defined her. What defined her now was the sight of the finish line drawing near, and the realization that every single person behind her had once laughed at her. When she crossed it, the world went quiet. No cheers, no mocking. Just silence, heavy as stone, before the applause broke out. Not polite, not forced, but thunderous, raw and real. And in that moment, she didn't feel like the girl with the limp anymore. She felt like the soldier she had always known she could be, because strength isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about fighting even when the world tells you to quit. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. She had begun this run mocked, broken in their eyes. She ended it, leading them all. And somewhere deep inside, she knew. The limp wasn't her weakness. It was her weapon. If this story moved you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories of courage, resilience, and truth.